have some major weather out there, I think it was the time to leave Fiji.
Just in the nick of time.
Even though it felt like we could stay in dreamy Fiji for lifetimes, our season has come to an end. With storms on our stern, we point the bow towards New Zealand, predicting about a 7 to 10 day sail, where our plan is to haul out Alivo, our sailboat, leave her on the hard, and fly back to California to have our baby boy with family. We will then come back to New Zealand as a family of 3 to continue our circumnavigation around the world.
With ease. Connor got some sour cream and chives. Yum.
So good.
Already
better than Cheetos.
Beer time? I guess you had to finish these before we get to New Zealand.
I budgeted 2 per day.
We're going to New Zealand! See how big this baby can get by the time we get there. You think it can grow anymore? And there's Connor.
Keeping a lookout.
Keeping a lookout. What a beautiful sunset. Full sails out. Well, not really. We have 2 reefs in the main because we have a baby, so Connor's being...
We're being the babies.
We're being the babies. And there's a bunch of thunder that we could hear behind us. Leaving it behind. What are you making for us?
Breakfast pizza.
What kind of breakfast pizza?
It's potato, lamb, sausage, and egg and cheese.
Nice. Thanks, babe. We have survived our first night. We got some great wind. We've been having a consistent 12 to 18 knots. I'd say right on the beam. Oi!
Almost lost my pizza.
He almost lost his pizza.
Well, we are having just a fabulous sail out here today. This is not what we were expecting. I thought this was going to be a very rough ride. I mean, actually, we saw the window was pretty good. But when we thought of New Zealand crossing, we were thinking it was going to be a little crazy. But it is just perfect out here. We're doing about 7 knots average speed over ground. We got great current going with us. Yeah, everything's going great. So this is the easy sail to New Zealand. We'll see if that continues.
If you notice a garbage bag on our hatch, yes, you are not mistaken. We did fix those hatches, but we still aren't feeling super confident with them. So garbage bag for the win, for the protection, for prevention of getting everything wet on this sail. We will get to this project once again on another episode much further down the line.
I said we could have some salami and cheese and crackers and whatever for dinner tonight, and look at what my lady comes up with. That is not just salami and cheese and crackers, babe.
It's salami and cheese and carrots
You're going
and
all
tomatoes.
deluxe on me.
Oops.
Oops. I'm a lucky guy. So when we're heading north or south, we do very well with our current solar setup on the lifelines. You can see here 930, 196, 149, and 146. That's almost 6 kilowatts of power for the day. We got topped off and we're good to go, baby.
A lot different than when you're traveling east to west.
Way different.
Top of the morning, starting day 3. It is about 5. I just sent Connor back to sleep. We did a little switch last night. He did the early shift, I did the later shift, and so, meaning he went to sleep first. I stayed up until about midnight and then woke up and went to bed at midnight, and then he stayed up until 5. So I just let him go back to sleep, and it's time to switch from night mode to day mode. Yeah, we're making good headway. We're pretty much right to Fangray. We're a little nervous because we wanted to make more east because there's going to be some winds howling, a lot of easterlies once we get closer to New Zealand. But right now we're close haul. Yeah, just blowing 15 true, 17 apparent, and we're just flying at like 8 knots speed over ground and about 6.5 boat speed. So feeling comfortable, so we're just going to hold this and see what happens today with the wind.
Well, we're about 42 hours into this sail, and it is really not living up to the hype. This has been kind of amazing sailing. I know I should knock on some wood right now, but it is beautiful out here. Look at this weather. The sea state is mild. We get little, waves here and there, but it has just been lovely. We've got a nice little current pushing us along. Well, not right now. It's no current. Negative current. But it has been. We've had a good 1 knot current for a lot of the trip. We're doing, an average of 6 still. For the first day, we were doing probably kind of an average of 7. So that was great. Yeah, we're almost making a full rum line to New Zealand. So this is all working out fabulously. We're doing a little bit more easting because we're seeing some winds taking you west. Are those westerly winds or easterly winds? Coming from the east, going west? Okay. Malvina is informing me that they are called easterly winds. So that's what we'll call them for today. I'll forget again tomorrow. Yeah, so we'll make a little bit of that, because a little bit of easting so we can ride the easterlies in a little bit more downwind so we keep our apparent wind low. But yeah, we still are just seeing lovely weather and fairly calm seas. You saw Malvina's charcuterie board from yesterday. This is my charcuterie board. A little different, but same principle. How excited she is. Kicking feet.
Going into night 3. Time to check my social media to see who loves me. Oh, but I can't because I'm on a boat and we gotta keep our dive low. Goodbye, Dave.
And then it was night.
Top of the morning, just finishing up night 3. Still continuing to be like 10 to 16 knots right on the beam, and sea states are pretty calm for the most part, and yeah, couldn't ask for a better sail so far. Just made some Greek yogurt with some frozen blueberries, kiwi, banana, a little bit of muesli, and yeah, I think that's it. Connor's still snoozing, and it's so calm that I think I'm gonna teach a few clients this morning. So, yeah, here we go. Sun's up. Another beautiful day.
Did we do it? I think we did it, folks. That was crazy though. And just in time, the wind just died. Yeah.
And there we go, we're spinnaker sailing. And we have our main up, which we've never really done. But Connor's saying we've always tried the main up in light winds. Well, how do you feel?
Extra light winds. Usually that's when we bust out the spinnaker. And then it usually cranks up to 20 plus as soon as we do. So we'll see what happens this time.
We currently have about
9 knots apparent.
Yeah, 9 knots apparent, 11 true, going 6 knots. Yeah, doing good.
One of the projects that I forgot about almost is I want to do a bowsprit for our spinnaker, and we're going to hopefully be able to get that done in New Zealand too, because check this out. Maybe you guys have some ideas on what we should be doing, but this is kind of the furthest point forward where I can get it, and I put this snatch block on there, but the snatch block, because of the angle of everything, wanted to come kind of behind the turnbuckle here, so it was chafing right on this threaded portion here. So what I ended up doing is I just tied a little line from through the top of the snatch block up to here to kind of hold it up and in front of the turnbuckle here. So now that's at least not chafing on that. It's not doing you know, a perfect roll through the snatch block, but it's working for what we need it to do so far. And I think that'll last us through at least the next little while, but bowsprit coming up soon. The only problem is with these rock nut anchors, you have this big ring above it, so you can't make a bowsprit very long. So either way, we don't need it super long, just enough to clear the pulpit here. And I just retied that just to make sure that it doesn't slide over to the other side and then end up kind of releasing the whole mechanism there.
Day 3 coming to an end, prepping to get into night 4, and it's been a pretty mellow day. It's been very calm 3 days of sailing, which is amazing. Sometimes a boring sail is a good sail. And we finally busted out that spinnaker because the winds have lightened up. It's like 8 apparent, 9 true, and we're still flying at 5 to 6 knots. So we're stoked. I'm really happy, Connor. And I pulled the trigger to get that up. Good job, babe. It is starting to get a little cooler. Although I'm
almost
Connor's been wearing a sweatshirt every night, so. Alright, prepping up for another beautiful sunset. And all I'm going to add is we did a bunch of research trying to figure out how is this sail from Fiji to New Zealand. We tried to find YouTubes and couldn't get enough information, and so I definitely in my head started making this seem like the most dangerous passage, and I started to get really nervous. But so far, so good. So it's all about the weather window, because there are some times that we have looked and the weather just seems gnarly if you were to cross from Fiji to New Zealand. But you gotta wait for that right window, and it'll look like this. Little experimentation. Connor put the main down because the wind's lightened up and we're starting to go way slower, so the main was helping us a lot.
I think just with more of the stability than anything.
Yeah.
Now, as we rock and roll a little bit, the spinnaker collapses every time. Where when we have the main up, it keeps us kind of on a steady roll. Oh, almost lost my sunnies.
Uh-oh. Our electric wind.
It was all fun and games, spinnaker sailing, and taking it easy. Glad we were soaking up these moments, for we are just about halfway through the sail. And the second half, well, let's just say it was nothing like this, and more of holding on for dear life and praying nothing would break. But we'll get there.
Just like that, our sailing journey has ended.
No.
And now we're motorers.
Spinnaker was flapping. It was time to put it away and turn the engine on, but it is sad. We were hoping we could sail majority of this way. Especially, yeah. We thought this part, even though we knew the wind was going to get light, we were hoping the spinnaker would take us across the convergence zone, man. It did not.
Alright, it's day 4, and we left on Friday. We left on Monday, and it is Friday. Halloween! Happy Halloween, people. And we have motored since like 3 or 4 in the morning, and it's like 6 almost right now. So I think this is actually the longest we've ever motored. But the seas are flat-ish. A little bit flat, a little bit rolly. We got the sail up just to keep steady. Beautiful night once again. And the solar is working great. We get topped off pretty much every morning and every evening because it hits on this side in the morning and this side in the evening. So going north to south, this system does work very well, but it's the east to west or west to east, it doesn't work very well. So, and as the crow flies, we still have 550 nautical miles to go, which is a little upsetting. It feels like we should be a little bit further than that, but I guess we're making, expected time, but it looks like it'll probably take us about 8 days to get there. So, yeah, not too bad, but once we motor through this, we'll have strong winds, so we might pick up some speed, but I doubt we make it in under 8 days. We're motoring at 1400 RPMs, and I don't know. I'm bored. I wish we could turn this motor off. Motoring's boring, especially when it's slow. Nothing on the radar or on predict wind really, but we got nice, clear, beautiful, peaceful stuff back here, looks like. And looks like this might be the little convergence zone into the cold abyss over there of New Zealand.
I'm scared. It looks dark. Where's the wind, guys?
Well, thank God for these WhatsApp groups, because we have a whole group with all the people that are doing this crossing right now, and we just got a heads up right before it got dark that one of our friends up kind of ahead of us just hit a squall of 25 plus knots and a good amount of rain. And then we got another notification from a guy that hit 36 knots. So we are happy to know that, because we just put 2 reefs in the main. We were kind of all sloppy. We had such little wind today that we were just kind of waiting. I had the spinnaker up on the foredeck and just kind of waiting for when we can put that back up, because we weren't really expecting any wind. Not really taking into account the potential for squalls, which is stupid, of course. But, we haven't had anything so far, and no signs of it really all day. So, of course it's going to happen tonight. That would only make sense. So we just got everything all cleaned up.
So,
You have nothing to say for yourself?
not much. Connor's being a great captain. Yeah, we cleaned up all the lines. He just put 2 reefs in. Yeah, thanks, friends, for giving us a nice warning. I guess we might potentially have to buckle up the next 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Peace out.
We're getting into the heavy stuff now.
Half of it was super mellow. Now the other half's going to be pretty gnarly. So you better go to sleep and try to get some rest.
Nope, I'm staying up for this one. We got, and right as we were getting everything all cleaned up, we come back into the cockpit and see this little kind of squall that's forming right in front of us. So it looks like a squall. We'll see what it ends up being. And there it is.
Literally all at once. We had no wind and now we have 25 knots. Wow. We were just closing all the port lights down below, and then we just hear it howling. We both just come running up here.
This is definitely the worst weather we've seen on the nose, I think, right? 26 apparent on the nose. So, yeah, we're definitely glad all we got is the storm jib and a double reefed main. We're doing pretty well here, though. We got the right setup.
It is such a scary sound.
Yeah.
The sound is very spooky. I'm scared.
Here comes the rain.
Is it?
Or is that just a splash?
It's falling.
Alright guys, I gotta dump the man and adjust some sails. Good news is,
What?
we're in neutral for the first time all day. And we're still doing 5.6 knots. Yep. we're doing alright, baby. Not sure what I did wrong with that sail, but it is going wild up there.
I'm so glad we cleaned up everything.
I know.
Oh
Thank
my
God.
gosh. I was like, oh, they're way ahead of us. Maybe we'll like take care of that tomorrow. But thank goodness we did that. Because yeah, the spinnaker would have gone flying off. Everything would have just been mayhem.
Mayhem.
Whew,
We had a full main up. Even the full main would have been kind of gnarly in this.
Yeah.
I mean, we could dump it, but yeah, and run with it. This boat really moves some water. Gotta love it.
We didn't know it then, but we had a rough road ahead. This was just the beginning, helping us recognize why many sailors we had talked to warned us about this sail south.
Halyard was a little bit loose for the staysail, so I grabbed the boat hook and was able to hook the halyard right here. And I didn't want to go up on deck, so I fed it through here and then back to the main sheet winch back there, so I was able to tighten her right up nice and safe. After a full day of motoring, we ended up having a pretty good little squall last night. Almost seemed as if it was guarding the entrance to the southern waters, to the New Zealand waters here. And we kind of beat into that for a while, but then now it has completely calmed down to glassy water. There's still some swell in the water, but super glassy, super calm. Unfortunately, still motoring, but hopefully we'll get through this, get to put the sails back up. We still have the reefed main up and the staysail up. That's the status update for the morning. Beautiful sunrise.
What day is it? What time is it?
Yep. Next episode, sleep deprivation starts to catch up. The weather intensifies. Things start to break.
I don't know if you can tell, that stanchion is completely loose.
So we're gonna duct tape it back together. And every sailor's favorite thing to walk into their cabin is a wet floor.
Come along for the chaos as we drift to New Zealand. We want to give a huge thank you to all our supporters. We so appreciate you and are amazed at your generosity. If you want to also help support our journey, check us out on Patreon. There's a link below in the description. Or if it's easier, scan your phone right now on the QR code that's right here on the screen. Now make it a great day and see you next episode.